Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me again to another episode of Music with Nick. Today, we got a marathon chosen by JK and sponsored for the channel. Thank you so much, JK, for all your support, all your help, your nice comments, and everything you do for the channel. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We got a marathon by Richard THOMPSON, and these are 5 songs from this artist that I've never really heard, so I'm super intrigued. We got let me talk about the albums. So one I could not find, so we're gonna use that from YouTube, but the first 4 are here. Now I do want to see really quickly the order that he requested, because I don't want to get this wrong. Well, you know, I'll just call them out and then I'll play them in the order. I can do that after the pause. So we're gonna do Shoot Out the Lights by Richard and Linda Thompson. That's kind of cool, from the album Shoot Out the Lights, and this is from '82. All right, then we have When the Spell is Broken, Richard Thompson, Across a Crowded Room. This is '85. Okay. Then I Misunderstood from Richard Thompson, Action Packed, The Best Of. Okay, so this is a compilation. Then we have Hard on Me from the album Mock Tudor. This is from 1999. And then the last song we're going to pull here from YouTube. This is by Daring Adventures. I mean, of course, Richard Thompson. Daring Adventures is the album, and this is the song Valerie. Okay, and there, let's see, there's no more information. Unfortunately, this album is not on Spotify. That's the only bummer, but hey, the quality is still going to be awesome. So give me just 1 second, and then I'll play them in the order that JK requested. So I'll be right back with the music. Get yourself a drink or something, you know, a snack, because we're going for a long one here. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I knew it. I do have, I guess, pretty good memory because Valerie is the 3rd song that he requested. And also a couple of notes here. Richard Thompson is a guitar virtuoso and former member of Fairport Convention. I think maybe I've heard of Fairport Convention. If I have, please let me know. I can't remember. You know, then again, maybe my memory sucks. But it's just like, if it goes back a couple of years or a couple of months between all these marathons, it's just impossible if I only did one reaction. But here we go. With Shoot Out the Lights. Can't wait to check it out. Here we go.
See his face, and the dark can reach him. He hides like a child. He hides like a child. Keeps his finger on the trigger. You know he can't stand the day. Shoot out the lights. Shoot out the lights. Keep the blind down on the window. Keep the pain on the inside. Just watching the dark. Watching the dark, and he might the thunders through the night. Shoot out the lights. Shoot out the lights. In the darkness, the shadows move.
There you go.
And
Man, I love it. I love it. It's very cool. It's not too, the music is just, it's easy to digest. It's very easy to listen to that bang. And it reminds me of a chord progression. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. That's in a Tarantino movie. I don't know. Maybe I've even reacted to it on the channel, but it's in my head. I think the first chord he's playing is the same one. But I love this sound. Very raw. I like the singing. Very cool, laid back. No effort, just sound cool. It's just effortless. I mean, of course there's effort. Effortless to him to sound very natural, and I like his voice. And his guitar playing is pretty tasty, really, really cool. I like, some stuff that sounds like a little bit like, Mark Knopfler. I'm a huge Knopfler fan. And if somebody comes close to that sort of picking, I don't know. I think he's using a pick, but just those licks, the originality is really, really cool. So yeah. I would love to hear why this is called Richard and Linda Thompson. I don't know what she plays. It looks like she's singing. There's this new feature now on Spotify where you can see if a band is currently touring, and there's multiple pictures apart from the I love this new thing. They just updated it yesterday. It gives you the list that I'm looking at, then the list that I have in front of me, for example the marathon, and then I get a picture of the album and all this information and touring dates, and it's super cool. They just updated this. So but yeah, I'm digging the sound. I really can't wait what he has to offer in the second tune, but let's go through this one first. But I like the sound. It's really, really cool. Richard Thompson.
in the darkness, the game is real. Real as it gone. Real as it gone. As he watches the lights of the city, and he moves through the night, shoot all the lights. Shoot all the lights. Shoot all the lights. Ah, shoot all the lights.
Awesome. Sometimes I think I should just record an album. Oh, you know, with like, a couple of chords, very, very like, just, I don't know, something like ZZ Top, something like this, just something not too complicated. Like maybe my life would be so much easier. Just lay down a track, 3 4 chords and just go for it. Yeah. I should do that. Okay, so next song is When the Spell is Broken from Across a Crowded Room. Here we go. Let's see if he changes it up, if that's his style. I'm very curious. Here we go.
When the spell is broken, when the spell is broken, are you ever gonna keep hunting now? You can't cry if you don't know how. When the spell is broken, when the spell is broken, all the joy is gone from her face. Welcome back to the human race. How long can the flame of love remain when you curse and fight and never see a light or hear like spoken? When the spell is broken, can't cry if you don't know how. Can't cry if you don't know. When the spell is broken, can't cry if you don't know. Oh, when the spell is broken, all your magic and your ways and schemes, all your lies come tear at your dreams. When the spell is broken, can't cry if you don't know. When the spell is broken, now you're hunting her that same old line that's just straws in the wind this time. When love has died, there's nothing starry-eyed. No kiss, no tears, no farewell souvenirs, not even a token. When the spell is broken, don't swear your heart from the very start. Love letters you wrote, push back down your throat and leave you choking. When the spell is broken, when the spell is broken.
There's 100% Mark Knopfler influence. Even the way the chords, like that, these chords that Mark Knopfler plays on Dire Straits. Oh man! And then just the the kind of solos he's laying down here sounds very Dire Straits. I love it. I love it to death. I have to say, if I wouldn't know all the other guitar players that I listen to, all the jazz fusion players and the neoclassical shredders and all that stuff, And I think Mark Knopfler would be my favorite guitar player, and the close second would be David Gilmour, because I mean, just listen to them. You know, it's like there's not much to, to compare. They're just like so good, so expressive, beautiful bends, beautiful phrasing, beautiful tone. So, but I'm saying, like, out of rock guitar players, these two would be my top two. I can't put them in my top two because I know so many guitar players. But if I wouldn't know Pat Metheny, Al Di Meola, like Alan Holdsworth, Ron Jarzombek, Steve Vai, Satriani, and all these guys, then I would put those two guys in my top two. Definitely top two as an inspiration to my playing, yes. Like those bends, I would never be able to do the bends that I do without Gilmour, and listening to him for hundreds of hours to get them down, and also there's so much practice involved to get a Gilmour bend down and hold it. And yeah, it's an art form. It's really, really cool. But this guy's playing is beautiful. I love his singing. It reminds me, I don't know of who, but it sounds very old school. It sounds almost like from the 50s, like very loose, and I don't know. You guys let me know. How does he sound like? I mean, apart from being the original person he is, Richard Thompson, but he has, like, the singing reminds me of like somebody else, but I don't know who. But let me know. What do you think? So let's get. This is very good music. Also reminds me a little bit of J.J. Cale. I love J.J. Cale to death. Also great guitar player. Much in the vein of this. It's sad because there's so many guitar players that are so underrated, and then there's guitar players who are so overrated. It's just sickening because of their fame or the amount of money they made or the amount of records they sold. But in reality, there's players that are basically they're starving, but their talent is just endless. Okay, let's keep going. Great music though, beautiful.
When the spell is broken, when the spell is broken, when the spell is broken, when the spell is broken.
Hundred percent Mark Knopfler. Even like the ring, how he lets the chords ring. Man, I've heard the first Dire Straits album, I would say 400 times. Like I studied that style. I love Mark Knopfler's style and his singing and his compositions, but he's so good with chords and his lead, his tone, the guitar tone on Knopfler is ridiculous. And I love how he kind of like channels him through being original, but he has that, that, oh man, I can't even describe it. Okay, so now we're gonna change to this video, the song that unfortunately is only on YouTube, but I'm sure this is also good quality. This is from Daring Adventures. This is Valerie. Here we go.
Oh, Valerie, you give me heart attack. Oh, Valerie, you put me on
Valerie.
the you say that I'm history. You say I'm no good. Then you wanna be too bad in the wood. That's what I go into the gallery. Well, I'm waiting for Valerie. Hey, Valerie, she got a scar down here, Valerie. She got gold in her ear, a figure like this, lips like that, red fingernails, teeth like a cat. She never gets home till 5 or 4 or 3. Well, I'm waiting for Valerie. Well, I'm stuffed in her head, I give her hard cash. She spends all my money on junk and trash. Nylon fur, plastic shoes, and 57 things she's never gonna use. Never gonna use. Oh, Valerie, oh, Valerie, oh, Valerie. Well, Valerie, you're gonna choke the throne, Valerie. Why don't you put that down? If you don't get over the seat and jack, they're gonna take you home in a body bag. I can't stand to see one more calorie. Well, I'm waiting for Valerie. Oh, every time I turn my back, she's around the corner looking for a crack. It's gonna be the ruin on me. Well, I'm running on nervous energy. I'm running on nervous energy. Oh, Valerie, she wants to move out of town. Valerie, she wants the money down. She wants liver skin this, tiger skin that, matching luggage, lipstick hat. I can't afford her on my salary. Still I'm waiting for Valerie. I'm waiting for Valerie. I'm waiting for Valerie. Valerie, oh, Valerie, oh.
I love it. I loved. Very cool. I love this more up. Oh god, I love this more upbeat version, upbeat, style from him. And oh my god, that's bright. Blinded. And I don't know, the rock and roll. You could feel the rock and roll, infusion here. The roots. Very catchy. The Valerie. And I thought Valerie, but it's Valerie. Dun, 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 dun. Very, very cool. Beautiful solo as well. Dum, 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 dum. More like a honky tonk, honky tonk style here, I guess a little bit more upbeat, but so far so good. I mean, so far I'm really digging this artist. You know, it's just a shame that I never knew about him. So, okay, so I have a little dilemma here. So I Misunderstood is on Action Packed, and that is and I just, but JK said, you know, pick it from the album Rumor and Sight. Rumor and Sigh. Now there is no Rumor and Sigh on Spotify, so I don't know. Give me just a moment. I just want to figure out if this is the right version, and then we'll continue. Okay, 1 second. All right, so never mind. I did find the album. It's right here. So I'm not grabbing it from the best of. I'm grabbing it from the Rumor and Sigh album from 1991. Here we go. And I Misunderstood. Here we go.
She said, darling, I'm in love with your mind. The way you care for me, it's so kind. Love to see you again. I wish I had more time. She was laughing as she brushed my cheek. Why don't you call me angel, maybe next week? Promise now, cross your heart and hope to die. But I misunderstood. But I misunderstood. But I misunderstood. I thought she was saying good luck. She was saying goodbye.
Good.
But I misunderstood. But I misunderstood. But I misunderstood. I thought she was saying good luck. She was saying goodbye. Things I tried to put shine in her eyes, wire wheels and shimmering things, wild nights when the whole world seemed to fly. She said the thing that's so unique, when we're together we don't have to speak. We'll always be such good friends, you and I. Oh, but I misunderstood. But I misunderstood. But I misunderstood. I thought she was saying good luck. She was saying goodbye. But I misunderstood. But I misunderstood. But I misunderstood. I thought she was saying good luck. She was saying good. I thought she was saying good luck. She was saying good. I thought she was saying good luck. She was saying goodbye. Oh, she was saying goodbye. Oh, she was saying goodbye. Ooh. Oh, she was saying. Oh, she was saying goodbye. Oh, saying goodbye. She was saying goodbye. Oh, saying goodbye.
Yeah. Definitely going like this guy. So he's 73 years old, by the way, and he's still touring. If you're in Bradford, go check him out on June 30th, tomorrow. Man, what a cool guy, you know. I love his singing, and I love how versatile the music is becoming. So Valerie, more of a rock and roller here, and then this was more like, I don't know, it was just very calm and very cool, and not so much guitar soloing, but it's not necessary on even, you know, these artists, you know, they know when a solo is required and when not, and that's what I love about music, that it doesn't, you don't have to always stick to the same formula, you know. But I loved his singing here. Oof, so good. Definitely going on my, I'm just gonna check him out. I'm sorry, you know, I can't wait. I can't wait until, you know, someone requests more. I'm just gonna have, sometimes we take a leap of faith. I mean, it happened with Steely Dan, you know. We were just like, this is taking too long, you know. We can't, like, it can take 3 years to listen to 8 albums, you know. It's no. So so we have one more to go, but I'm like, I'm about ready and just, you know, throw the towel in, because basically what we've reacted to, it's what people listen to the most. So that I think the new album, I'm just gonna listen to it. Okay, but now moving on, Hard on Me from Mock Tudor. This is 99. Okay, so let's see how much his style has changed from the first song 82 to 99. Let's see. And I would like to listen to more. He has a lot of albums. That's why I'm like, I'm not even gonna start, you know, doing reactions, because like I need some more, I need new music, you know, new music that I can dive into like completely. And when you do these reaction videos, there's so many artists that you discover, and it's kind of hard to pick one, but this is something I would like to pursue, you know, get into more, because this is like the style of music that I really dig. Okay, Hard on Me. This is not the album close. This is the marathon closer. This is, let's see. Okay, it's only the 5th song on the album, but here we go.
Hard on me, hard on me. Why do you grind me small? Hard on me, hard on me. I
Very good. Very cool. A little bit more aggressive here on the guitar, especially on the soloing. Totally different style, you know. I like it because it is more distorted, more, you know, yeah, just the playing was just more aggressive. The phrasing was completely different, not so blues based, you know, not so country precise, I guess. It was more like rock and roll, like hard rock here. Also the voice, I kind of like that he, you know, hasn't I mean, he did change a little bit the whole style, you know. I mean, he's in the late 90s, like after grunge, and you know, so that was kind of like a weird phase for, I think, a lot of musicians, especially in the rock, you know, spectrum, because it was such a famous style and everybody was doing it. And I guess to be doing your own thing during that time was pretty unique, because you were like, well, I'm still gonna do my thing, you know. That's why I love guitar players from the 80s, that, or bands from the 80s, like heavy metal bands like Iron Maiden, even when grunge was in its, you know, reign of like popularity, they still did their thing, you know. And then there was still players like Steve Vai doing instrumental albums, you know, with lead guitar. And you just have to stick to your guns, you know. If you have a certain style, I think it's very easy just to sell out and do what everybody else is doing. Like, I see a pattern right now in music. So bad. But there's some really good guitar players, like Matteo Macuso. Oof. I mean, even guitar legends like Aldi Meola are like, hey, you're making us look bad. Like, slow down, okay? He's such a unique talent. 26 years old, and he's just reinventing, like, literally how to play guitar. But there's other guitar players who are just like kind of like trying to reinvent the style by just like doing all their crazy stuff, you know. And I don't know, I respect the dedication, and I respect, you know, the time, and it sounds pretty cool, but I don't think it's just not my style that I like, you know. I always I think a guitar is just a timeless instrument, and I don't know, and even these, you know, new guitar players, they call it like, oh, I don't play boomer music on my guitar. It's like, really, you know. It's like, that's, you know, like bending evokes so much feeling, to play a bend, or, you know, do certain things on guitar that are just very, very beautiful. And why put a label on it and say, oh, it's from the 70s or it's old? I think the guitar is very timeless. I don't know. You know, I guess it is, you know, your personal preference. There's all kinds of stuff being played on the guitar that's impossible to do, you know, like, I don't know, they play like tapping Beethoven, and I do admire people who can do it, but I don't know, I would just don't, I wouldn't take the time. I would just learn it on the piano, like it was written, you know, on the instrument it was written. I don't know, whatever. Back to Richard Thompson. What a great artist, what a great discovery. I really loved his stuff. Thank you so much, JK, for exposing me to this great artist. I'm super, super happy. And I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, my commentary. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do this. And I do appreciate it very, very much. And let me know what you thought. Have you heard this man play before? Is he an oldie that you already knew from his previous bands, or is this completely new? Let me know, either, you know, either or, if you already knew him, if he's new to you. Let me know what you think. And thank you for being here. If you like this video, be sure to like it or dislike it or subscribe or not subscribe, whatever you like. And I'll see you guys in the next video.